মোদী সরকারের এই বাজেট অন্তঃশ্বাস শূন্য। কেন্দ্রের বাজেটে চাকরিজীবীদের জন্য কিছুই নেই, মধ্যবিত্ত, গরিব, যুব সমাজ, কৃষকদের কিছুই নেই। কেন্দ্রীয় বাজেটের সমালোচনায় কংগ্রেস সাংসদ রাহুল গান্ধী টুইট করেছেন। বাজেটের সমালোচনা করে প্রাক্তন কেন্দ্রীয় অর্থমন্ত্রী চিদম্বরম কি বলেছেন দেখুন।
There was not a word in the speech about any cash assistance to the very poor who've been pushed into extreme poverty and suffered immensely during the last 2 years. Not a word for those who had lost their jobs. Not a word about creating jobs for those whose education stopped at some stage at the school level. Not a word about reviving MSMEs that had shut down. Not a word about distributing more food to combat malnutrition and hunger. Not a word about cutting indirect taxes, especially GST, to contain inflation and bring down the prices of goods. And not a word about giving tax relief to the tax-paying middle class or the tax-bearing head of a household. By any standard, today's budget speech was the most capitalist speech ever read by a finance minister. The FM has mastered the jargon of capitalist economics.
বাজেটের সমালোচনা করে তৃণমূলের রাজ্যসভা সাংসদ জহর সরকার কি বলেছেন দেখুন।
They have forecast the intention of going in for infrastructure spending. The intention is good, but I don't think they'll be able to raise the resources. In a tightly cornered market, where will you get so much money? So you're making out promises. But the most important ambition in the budget has been jobs. Jobs, we are now standing at 6 crore registered unemployed. We have 60% of the workforce without any permanent security of a job. Workforce is about 100 crores, so that's 60 crores. Which means that joblessness has reached very, very alarming proportions, and that is where the focus should have been.
রেলের জন্য কি দিশা দেখালেন কেন্দ্রীয় অর্থমন্ত্রী নির্মলা সীতারামন? তিনি বললেন যে 3 বছরে 400 নতুন বন্দে ভারত ট্রেন চালু হবে। দেখুন।
400 new generation Vande Bharat trains will better energy efficiency and passenger riding experience will be developed and manufactured during the next 3 years. 100 PM Gati Shakti cargo terminals for multimodal logistics facilities will be developed during the next 3 years. Innovative ways of financing and faster implementation will be encouraged for building metro systems of appropriate type at scale. Multimodal connectivity between mass urban transport and railway stations will be facilitated on priority. Design of metro systems, including civil structures, will be reoriented and standardized for Indian conditions and needs.
কি প্রতিক্রিয়া পূর্ব রেলের জেনারেল ম্যানেজারের দেখুন।
What happens? There have been incidents in the past that drivers ignores the signal and the two trains from the opposite direction, they come on the same line. So if it happens, then it is only in the hands of the driver to stop the train. In case he takes, his response is quick and he is able to control it, the collision is saved. But we cannot bank upon the human response. So this technology, when it will be fitted into the locomotive as well as will be supported by the network on the tracks. So on those tracks, if the two trains come within a particular specified distance, automatically the brakes get applied and the trains come to a halt and the collision is avoided.